Water absorption processes in roots. Through root system, terrestrial plants absorb water from soil. The entry of water into the plant body is called absorption of water. For a clear grasp of how roots absorb and conduct water, it's essential to understand concepts like imbibition, diffusion, osmosis, and active transport. Imbibition. Imbibition refers to the phenomenon where dry or semi-dry plant cells, whether alive or dead, absorb water due to surface tension. The liquid which is imbibed is called embibate. Cellulose, starch, and some proteins, which are commonly found in biological structures, exhibit this property. Within an imbibing system, water moves from areas with high saturation to those with less saturation, driven by force. Root hair absorption of soil water is facilitated by imbibition. When drywood or seeds imbibe water, they swell up. They imbibe water, produce a large pressure. This is called imbibition pressure or matric potential. Imbibition pressure assists in ascent of sap by the root hair. For example, upward movement of water and dissolved salts. Imbibition in substances like cellulose, found in the cell wall, and starch results in the passive uptake of water. This is evident when seeds or grains expand upon soaking in water. The pressure exerted by the water absorbed can be so intense that it can rupture the protective layer of seeds. A container filled with soaked seeds can burst open due to this immense pressure. Likewise, the outer layers of food grains can crack when godowns storing them get inundated by rainwater. Diffusion. Essentially, diffusion involves the blending or mixing of molecules. It refers to the process where molecules move from an area of high concentration to one of low concentration. Here are some key points of diffusion. Diffusion is a spontaneous process that doesn't require any energy input. The process is reliant on the kinetic energy of molecules in a fluid. Light an incense stick in a room and leave for 5 to 10 minutes. Upon returning, you'll notice the scent has spread to all parts of the room, indicating diffusion. Osmosis. Osmosis is a special type of diffusion focused solely on the movement of water molecules. It's defined as the passage of water molecules from an area where they are more concentrated and solute concentration is lower to an area where they are less concentrated and solute concentration is higher, all through a selectively permeable membrane. The cell wall, being rigid, limits any additional influx of water, preventing overexpansion of the cell. The movement of molecules can be either inward or outward relative to a cell, and this is determined by the concentration of the surrounding solution. Endosmosis and exosmosis. Endosmosis, the movement of water into the cell by osmosis, is known as endosmosis. This occurs when the cell is placed in a solution that has relatively low concentration of solute compared to the cell cytoplasm. Such a solution is known as hypotonic solution. Exosmosis, it is the outward movement of water from the semipermeable by the process of osmosis. This occurs when the cell placed in a solution that has relatively high solute concentration of solutes compared to the cell cytoplasm. Such a solution is known as hypotonic solution. Osmotic pressure. Osmotic pressure is the minimum force that must be exerted to prevent the passage of the pure solvent into the solution when the two solutions are separated by a semi-permeable membrane. In other words, osmotic pressure is the pressure that we need to apply to stop the flow of solvent molecules from a dilute solution to a concentrated solution through a semi-permeable membrane. Tonicity. Tonicity refers to the solute concentration in a solution that influences the movement of water in or out of a cell. Based on tonicity, solutions can be classified into three categories: hypotonic, isotonic, and hypertonic. Hypotonic solution. In a hypotonic solution, the solution outside the cell contains fewer solutes than the fluid inside the cell. This causes water to flow into the cell. Isotonic solution. Here, the solute concentration is identical on both sides of the cell membrane, leading to no net water movement. Hypertonic solution. In a hypertonic solution, the external solution has a greater solute concentration than internal concentration of the cell. As a result, water exits the cell in a process known as exosmosis.